Hello, everyone. Faceless here. I know it's not time quite near the season to be jolly or to be dangerous, but I thought I'd give you a little pre-holiday cheer, or maybe pre-holiday dread, regret, stress, maybe even a heart attack. I could only hope so. All right, tonight's tale is Will You Come Slay With Me? Now, Jimmy Hornsby was never the greatest kid growing up. In fact, he grew up disfigured um, because the fact was his parents were siblings. And he could speak, write, read, listen, everything was fine. But one of his eyes was drastically lower than the other, his head was misshapen. He got a lot of grief at school for this. He grew up, married a beautiful woman, a great woman. Sadly, 5 years after their marriage, she died of an unknown disease that everybody said her heart gave out because it was just too strong for her body. So let's go 5 years later. They ended up having a son about 3 years ago. His name is Henry. And Henry grew up never getting much, and he was fine with that. But then one day, his father looked out. He started being a bartender at this seedy bar called Waivers. It's kind of funny because, you would think it meant some kind of nautical reference, but really, he's literally talking about waivers. I love it. It's like, hey, let me come into your bar and let me sign this waiver because if I die, it won't be your fault. It makes sense. So he started bartender training there, and he liked it. He liked it a little too much, but he never drank on the job. To be honest, he didn't really drink much when he was off of it. But then one day, he overheard a lot of people talking about some information, some very vital information, some gross information, some information that, well, could get him in trouble. One day, he drank had a drink with the main bartender after work, and he started talking about hearing the weirdest things, and not realizing the seedy bar was run by one of the biggest mob bosses, Heavy Carlos. Now, he could you could say he's a bit corpulent, but it's his demeanor, heavy-handed, slap you right down. He doesn't even have to lift his finger. Well, he found out that he was just talking about this information, and they gave him his payout right before they killed him. They decorated the inside of his house, left a few stockings for his son, and one was filled with candy, chocolate coins, money, toys, those little candy canes that have the chocolate inside of them that are plastic. But then there was another one. It looks a little lumpy, kind of looks a little moist, like maybe something inside of there started leaking. Maybe it was some kind of juice box. Maybe it was some kind of liquid candy. But before he looked in it and opened it, near the top, the brim, was a note said, "Hey kid, sorry your dad couldn't make it, but look at all these lovely gifts for you." At the sight of them, he just fell to pieces. And maybe this is why, children, you should keep your mouth shut.